Yeah, I'm in the lab, man. Yeah, man. Hey, look, fellas, your woman is going to try you. Uh, hey, your woman is going to try you, fellas. And what does that mean? That means that like she's gonna test you. So if you are like somebody that watches red pill content or manosphere content, then they call it shit testing. They call it shit testing. But it's the same thing. Your woman's gonna try you, she's gonna shit test you, test your gangster, whatever you wanna call it. What that pretty much means is, it's like when a bully looks for a victim, he might bump into the bully might bump into somebody, that's trying them. I'm gonna try this now. He bump into him, and then it depends on the person that got bumped into. It depends on what they do. That's gonna determine what the bully gonna do. Like if a bully bumps into somebody, and the person he bumps into is like, "Hey, bro, don't do that. Watch where you going, bro." The bully might be like, "Oh, my fault, my fault." But let's say a bully bumps into somebody and the person that the bully bumps into don't say anything or do anything. He just keep it pushing. Then at first the bully gonna bump into him, and then next the bully might slap something out his hand. It's just gonna get worse. So when somebody try you, they're testing your gangster. It's a shit test. Like so, women are gonna try you. Your girl is gonna try you. Your wife is gonna try you. Your boo junk, whoever you deal with a woman long enough, she's gonna try you. She's gonna test your gangster. She's gonna disrespect you. Pretty much, your woman is gonna disrespect you, and it could be covert disrespect. It could be like covert. Pretty much means like it's low key. So it might be low key disrespect, or she might do it high key disrespect, obvious, blatant disrespect. But your woman, fellas, your woman is going to try you at some point in time. Like you just can't get around it. If her dad was in her life, she tried her dad. You know what I'm saying? Now whether her dad stood on business and shut that shit down or let her get away with it, that's on them. But I'm saying that to say I'm making this video because one thing about it is when your woman tries you, fellas, you gotta nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? It may not be grounds to end the relationship. It may not be grounds to end the marriage. Just get it in check. You know what I'm saying? Your woman might try you. You might not gotta end it. It might not be that bad. She might not be doing it on purpose. It might be on purpose. It might not be on purpose. But the bottom line is, your woman is gonna try you. And what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much gonna help y'all navigate what happens when she tries you. Fellas, it's not when a woman tries you, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean she's a bad person. It's kind of in their nature because they gotta see what you about. They gotta see if you can check her. Put her in her place. Women love to be put in their place. It's kind of like domination. You know what I'm saying? So you put her in her place, it gets her wet. It's attractive. It's like, oh shit. Let me not try this dude like that. Let me not do that. Let me be mindful of what I do with this guy because he don't play that. This dude don't play that. So one thing you gotta do, fellas, is when you get with a woman, understand that she's gonna try you. And when a woman tries you, it could be something small, it could be something big. Just let her know, like, hey, I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna need you to not do that no more. And so that's a big deal because, when you get tried, when a woman try you, when she hits you with a shit test or whatever they call it, that's your opportunity to show your dominance. It's your opportunity to show that, hey, I'm gonna draw boundaries right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman tries you, fellas, you gotta address that right then and there. Don't address it 2 days later, 2 weeks later. Don't give her the silent treatment. Don't storm off like a little kid. Don't handle it like a man. And the reason I'm talking about like women trying you, because as a man, it could kind of come off crazy when your woman tries you. Because I'm gonna let you know right now, if she tries you and you don't do anything about it, it's gonna get worse. So that's why you want to nip it in the bud immediately, so that way she knows not to do it again, or she knows if she does it again, there's a chance that she's gonna get kicked to the curb. So, yeah, fellas, your woman is gonna try you. She's gonna shit test you. She's gonna test your gangster. You know, that simply means that she's gonna, you know, push your button, whether it's intentional or not. She's gonna do it. Cause sometimes your woman might try you and she don't even know she's trying you. She ain't even doing it on purpose. Sometimes she knows she's doing it on purpose, but sometimes she don't know. And so what you gotta do, what you gotta understand is you nip it in the bud. Cause as a man, when she try you, it don't feel good. It'll let you down. She might do something. Like, let me give you an example, right? Let's say y'all had plans, right? And she flake on the plans. You let her know, like, look, that hurt my feelings. I don't appreciate that. You made plans with me. I expect you to honor your plans. I expect you to, I move shit around. I'm a busy man. I cancel these other plans to be with you, and you flaking because it's not like nobody died. You're not sick. You just not feeling it. No, fuck that. You trying me, Or let's say you talk about something that really means a lot to you, and she just blows it off, and she just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that shit could be something that's vulnerable to you. It could be something that means a lot to you, and she just blow it off. Like, oh yeah, whatever. You be like, yo, like, I don't appreciate you doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's low-key, like, almost, like, confrontational. You know what I'm saying? But it's not confrontational. It's just drawing your boundaries. So what you want to do is, I'm making any sense? Is this making any sense? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, your woman is going to try you, fellas. It's going to happen. If you got a wife or a girlfriend or even a platonic girlfriend, she's going to try you. If it's going to happen. You can't avoid it. Like, she's going to test you. She's going to try you, and you got to nip it in the bud and let her know, like, hey, look, I don't appreciate that. Don't do it again. That's it. You don't gotta get disrespectful. You don't gotta yell. You don't gotta argue. You don't gotta beat her up or push her or whatever. You ain't gotta choke her out. None of that shit. That shit is not manly. It's not manly to choke a woman, beat a woman, cuss at a woman, argue with her. Like, real men don't argue with women. They just establish dominance. They establish their boundaries, and you let her know, look, that's not gonna work. Hey, look, you're not gonna talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So simple, like, hey, look, you're not gonna do that to me. I'm not going for that. And then you keep it pushing. You let her know, like, look, that's not gonna work for me. That's not gonna work. So, don't do that again. And then you go to the next thing. But I learned that late in life, y'all. I learned that really late in life. I think with me, a woman would try me, and I would either like ghost her or I would kind of like blow up or start an argument, and that's not masculine. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I learned that later in life. Just communicate. When you draw a boundary, that's an example of good communication. So I'm making this video because when a woman tries you, you gotta nip it in the bud first quarter. You gotta nip it in the bud right away, because if not, it's gonna get worse. And it's gonna go from overt disrespect, which is low-key disrespect, it's gonna go from covert disrespect, which is low-key disrespect, to overt disrespect, which is outright blatant disrespect. So yeah, that's what you want to do, fellas. That's Jim Jones dropping gems. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my gems. I keep saying that, but it's on the way. But yeah, man, just know that she's gonna check you. No matter how in love y'all are, no matter how in love you are, no matter how in love she is, get ready for it. And when it happens, you'll know when she, you know, tries you because it won't feel good. It'll almost feel like she's shitting on you. You know what I'm saying? So what you do with that is you just, you know what I'm saying? You let her know, like, nah. Nah, no, we're not doing that, okay? And you look, you look masculine when you do that. So, yeah, fellas, your woman is going to check you. Excuse me, your woman is going to test you. She's going to test you. It's all about how you handle it. And just handle it like a man. You know, your dad may not have told you this advice. Your uncle, your cousins, your brothers may not have told you this. So I'm telling you that. So that way, it'll help your relationship. She'll be more attracted to you when you check that shit.